Hello, PointPay family, and welcome back to our traditional AMA session. And here with me is Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, sorry about the technical difficulties that we're experiencing. Unfortunately, I'm recording yet again in a hotel room because I'm traveling for business. But in this AMA session, we will be reviewing the recent updates. We will be discussing our future plans and answering your questions. And here I am, and let's get started. We have a lot of topics on the agenda today. So, to be more specific, we will talk about the final release of widgets. Several improvements to the mobile platform, and a number of futures related updates, and of course, Pizza Day, our favorite holiday in the crypto community. And at the very end, I'll answer some of your questions, the most important and relevant ones that Diana deemed to be worthy of my attention. That's a sarcasm. So pretty much if you have any questions, you can submit it to me via the special form. It's the same form over and over again. It's just a PDF file that we, Excel file that we kind of read through regularly. But before we move on to the first topic, I just want to remind you how important every like is to our community, every subscription, and every comment is truly, absolutely valuable and absolutely essential for PointPay. The more engagement the video gets, the higher the chance that it will appear in the recommendations of other people, other traders, other people who are interested in crypto and PointPay as well. It's completely free for you. It just takes a couple of seconds to click subscribe, press the bell button so you will be notified about our future releases. Like this video and leave us a comment. Any comment will do. You can say go Vlad, go PointPay, go PXP. You can even say negative things. It doesn't really matter. Engagement is engagement. Yes. And yes, of course, for us, it's just an opportunity to go further and reach more and more people. It's time for the first topic of the day. The mobile applications and the releases connected to them. So, first of all, it's finally time to close the chapter on the widget release story for both the Android and the iOS. And during the previous AMA session, I mentioned the exact release timeline for the widgets on iOS, while Android was still undergoing, some moderation and stuff like that. But it was finally approved by the Google Play, and now it is available for absolutely everybody. Both applications are the same, pretty much. Yeah. And as of now, the release has officially happened, and regardless of which system you use, you can already add the widgets with live cryptocurrency prices directly to your screen. You can track Bitcoin, you can track Ethereum, you can track PXP, and obviously other cryptocurrencies as well, without even opening an app. So you will just see it there, every single time you scroll or you swipe, it's just going to be in front of your face. And everything will be available just at your fingertips. Another release was the notifications for active events on iOS. And now you can receive notification whenever something important is happening. We've been overhauling those notifications as well. We've done quite a lot of work on it. Hopefully you like it. And just like with the widgets, while pretty much one platform is already fully available, the second one is still catching up a little. That's what happens with releases all the time. You either one, it's either the iOS or the App Store, one usually lags behind the other by one or sometimes even two releases. But yeah, we're working hard in order to bring you all of the releases at the same time. But we personally have a philosophy, and we think that quicker we bring you the releases, the better. And I think there is one small detail connected to all of this. The application can now ask you to rate PointPay. So just like simple likes, subscriptions and comments, like on Facebook, for example, where we are at the moment, your rating is incredibly important to us, and for us and the kind of platform algorithms, the Google algorithms as well. So yes, if you could, it would be very, very helpful if you will give us 5 stars. So our application would be recommended to more and more people. So let's move on to the topic of mobile applications smoothly. And then, smoothly but quickly, we will move on to the futures trading as well. So first of all, the listing of new futures contracts is already happening at the moment. As of now, literally as we speak, so starting from May 19th, which was literally just over a week ago, and continuing until June the 19th, so for exactly a month, we'll be adding new futures trading contracts to PointPay, around 30 new assets. So we're aiming to add one new asset every single day. And yeah, obviously all of those will be available for futures trading on our platform. And as of now, I think 9 of them have already been added, which is absolutely great. And I hope you will enjoy the kind of the increased variety and expanding trading opportunities in such difficult and volatile market such as crypto, and what is happening at the market right now as well. So I'm wishing you all a very successful trading. As you can see, I'm slightly tired. I only slept for 3 hours today, so I'm terribly sorry about my eyes going in the different directions, and as you can see, literally they're dark as hell. But anyways, I'm powering through it. I have to record it today because I don't have any time tomorrow. So let's move on to whatever we have in store. So alongside the new contracts, we are also expanding a list of the futures related tasks. So a chain of events, a chain of 7 new tasks will be soon become a chain of 7 new tasks will be available in our reward hub. And the concept behind these tasks is pretty much quite simple. You achieve a certain trading volume within a specified period of time, and as a reward, you will be able to receive vouchers and possibly even a VIP status on our platform. And this part is still kind of under discussion, and you will learn the final, and you will find out the final rewards after the official release, which is planned for June. So hopefully I will be talking about it at the next AMA session. So another release that currently remains somewhat kind of unstable and involves new networks for our Web3 terminal. So right now, the team is actively working on integrating several new networks, so you can trade cryptocurrencies even more freely. However, we are not completely sure we'll manage to finish everything during June, and because of that, the release should be expected no earlier than the end of the month, and possibly even the beginning of July. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, hopefully it will be the beginning of July. So, and the exact list of networks will be announced a bit later once we're ready for a full announcement. Um, and from that kind of wave or a tide of future plans, I'd like to return to something that is happening right here and right now. So, most importantly, something you can participate in yourself and earn incredibly valuable rewards. So, last Friday, May the 22nd, the entire crypto community celebrated the symbolic holiday known as the Pizza Day. So I don't think this holiday needs kind of much explanation to most crypto enthusiasts. But yeah, pretty much let's get straight to the point. So to celebrate the occasion, we are launching a giveaway in our Twitter and Telegram channels. So there, we decided not to do kind of any complicated conditions or anything like that. You just have to simply interact with the post by liking or reposting it and choosing a slice of pizza pie. Pretty much, each slice will represent an award that we will raffle among all of the participants who have selected this exact slice, if that makes sense. So there is a slice, picture of a slice, and they're numbered, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have to just say, oh, I like number 3. And then everybody who liked number 3 will raffle some money among those people, if that makes sense. So, but you have to hurry up. So we will be announcing the winners tomorrow on Friday. So make sure to choose your slice and get the chance to win the vouchers. Okay, so and there will be vouchers for fee-free trading. I think a couple of VIP statuses, the premium user level statuses for spot trading, and may the luck be on your side, as they say. So, with that positive note, I would like to wrap up with today's news, and I think I'm ready to move on to the questions.
Sure. Let's start with the first question. Can you bring back the old system where the old level system where users only needed to hold PXP to reduce fees, and maybe lower fees even further to stay ahead of competitors?
Um, Very good question. The old system simply lost its relevance, and it was replaced for that exact reason, I think. So I understand that it was quite convenient to simply hold PXPs and receive reduced fees without any additional effort, but no, it kind of no longer aligned with our market conditions, and we really had a disconnect with people holding the PXPs but not actually using our platform. So it was kind of a useless endeavor, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I would probably also like to remind you that you can still easily reduce the fees by paying them directly with PXP. So if you pay the fees not in the native currency but in PXP, the amount of fees kind of will be significantly reduced. And no level of special requirements are needed for that. So you can simply hold your PXPs and enable the option to pay the trading fees through it. What else? As for the freeze of the kind of brackets and the sizes themselves, based on our recent comparison with other exchanges, they remain more than competitive, I think. And yes, some major exchanges can offer larger discounts and promotional campaigns as well, but they also have significantly greater resources available to them, and we're a bit smaller. So In certain areas, we might fall slightly behind. But however, if you compare things carefully, you will, I think, most likely notice that the differences are actually not that large, you know. So, and as soon as we get the opportunity to reduce the fees further, we will. But the thing is, we make money from fees, you know, and we're a small business. So, for a large company like Binance, they can do like a zero fee promotion because they could take it out of their marketing budget, and we will have to, have to actually make money in order to survive because we have salaries to pay, we have service fees to pay, and that all costs money, and we can't just be working pro bono, if that makes sense. So, but I think our fees nonetheless are incredibly competitive, and they are most certainly within the market. And also, quite a lot of exchanges, what they do, um, like MEXC does it. They say it's a zero fee, but the exchange rate is 2% higher. So they build in that exchange fee, that trading fee in the markup on the exchange, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Next question.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What is PointPay's current global focus in terms of plans and development?
Okay, I would say it's quality improvements, you know, technical stability and reliability of upgrades, and as well as the preparation and execution of marketing activities. So we already managed to deliver the kind of most of the major releases, I think. Now it's about adding details, convenient features for our users, and making the platform easier for newcomers to navigate. And this is currently our main focus. And you can obviously find more details on our roadmap, which is freely available, which I update every single quarter, and I do actually read that document. So if you want to see what we're planning to release in the next months, the roadmap will be a place to go. And yes, we have quite a lot of releases planned for the end of Q2 as well.
Okay, our next question is, let's make smaller giveaways happen regularly. Something similar to Be Today, just with different themes and occasions.
Okay, well, as great as the kind of giveaways may be, they don't contribute much to the point pay itself, if that makes sense. Very often they create only a short-term excitement and attract temporary users, but once the giveaway ends, users usually disappear as well. That's our main internal statistics. So we're trying to focus more on functional improvements to the platform and activities that support the company's long-term strategic goals and the development of the community as a whole, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, from time to time we will be doing quite a lot of promotions, and this is part of our marketing strategy.
Okay, and moving on to our last question. What do you personally see as the main direction of development for the entire crypto industry in 2026, 2027?
Okay, that's I think more of a global question. We're talking about kind of the most important changes when, it's definitely the formation of proper legislative framework and gradual integration of crypto into everyday payment systems that people will be able to use. So, kind of in other words, crypto should smoothly begin replacing current financial systems for payments and trading, and much like what we're already seeing with the stocks, bank transfers and a P2P payments as well. It will simply become more mainstream and even more beginner friendly, I hope. So, in terms of interfaces and the way that you interact with crypto as well, and hopefully it will be free from excessive regulatory pressure. I hope. Yeah. So I think that's the last question for today's AMA session. So, and I think all of the questions came to an end, which means it's time to wrap up this video. So thank you everybody who watched this video and stayed with us until the very end. And don't forget how your engagement is incredibly important to us. So don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button, and we'll see each other again in exactly a week's time on Thursday during the second part of this AMA session series, and where we will be talking more about PointPay, plans for June, as well as huge event that we're currently preparing for. Thank you very much, and see you next week.